Some are handling this pandemic quite well, but others not so much. So I want to talk to you today on the subject of coping with COVID-19. Some of you may be experiencing some agitation, some anger, maybe some sadness, some increased anxiety, or overall a just decrease in emotional well-being. And I want to tell you that that's okay. That's absolutely normal given the state of our nation, given the state of our world. But let me take this time to remind you that God has created humanity with resiliency. We are resilient. Your very existence proves it. Our ancestors have survived the Holocaust. They have survived slavery, the Great Depression, 2 world wars. There was a time in our ancestors' history where they did not have access to clean running water or antibiotics, and yet they still survived. How is that possible? Because we are resilient. We have the ability to adapt to pain, to suffering, to adversity and opposition. You may ask yourself, why am I experiencing so many uncomfortable emotions? Let me help bring some insight to that. Our brains are social brains, which means we are wired to connect with each other on a social level. So the mandate to social distance has created in many people a sense of withdrawal, a sense of isolation, and an overwhelming sense of loneliness. When we have a perceived sense of loneliness, it can create some pretty negative consequences for us. It can disrupt your sleep pattern. It can decrease your immune system. It can be a precursor for heart disease. It increases rates of depression and anxiety. That's why it's so important for us to stay connected with one another. So what I would like to do is give you 5 ways that we can stay connected to buffer against the perception and feelings of loneliness. Number 1, create an online social outlet. You can use programs such as Zoom and Microsoft Teams to have a virtual game night. A really good game to play is charades. You can also use those platforms to host a Bible study, to have an exercise group, or even a book club. Number 2, call or FaceTime at least 1 to 3 people per day. Don't text them, but actually pick up the phone and have a voice-to-voice conversation with them. We lose so much of our conversation and our communication through text message, but when you actually talk to someone, they can hear your voice, you can hear their voice. They can hear your passion, your emotion, your rate of speech. So it's very important that we have those actual voice conversations with one another. Number 3, check on your at-risk neighbors. There may be people in your community who are senior citizens, those who have underlying health issues that prevent them from going out and getting the necessities for day-to-day life. So you can go and volunteer to run a couple errands for them. Number 4, show some gratitude. Use this time to either write a gratitude letter to a friend or a family member who really had an impact on your life, or just give them a phone call. Having gratitude not only benefits them, but it also benefits you, keeping you in a really good mental space. And number 5, do a drive-by. A drive-by is when you call a friend or a family member and you set up a time to come to their home, or they can come to your home, and you maintain your social distance, but you can sit in the driveway, you can sit on your lawn, they can pull up to the curb, and you can still have face-to-face conversation. You can still have good fellowship with friends and family without violating the social distancing mandate. I hope this video was informative. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for taking time out to watch. Have a great day.